Hello, I'm Denise Durson, Executive Editor of ProBuilder, and I'm joined today by Mollie Elkman, President and owner of home building marketing agency Group 2. Welcome, Mollie.
Thank you. I am so happy to be here with you today. It is a very special day because it's your birthday, and I feel very honored to spend the day with you.
Well, I'm happy to talk with you too, birthday or not. But what I'd really like to hear about is your new book, The House That She Built. Can you tell us about it?
Of course. So I'm so excited to share my new book, The House That She Built, which is for kindergarten through second grade. And it is really to introduce the youngest learners to the housing industry and, in particular, careers in construction. So the book highlights 18 different careers in construction that go into building a home.
How did the idea for this topic come to you?
So the book was inspired by a real project that took place in Utah, and it was created and completed by the Professional Women in Building of Utah. And the group, which was led at the time that it started by my friend Christy Allen, had asked for Group 2 to help with the marketing. Their idea was to build a home using all women and women-owned companies. So my company was a part of the marketing for this project in Utah, and we created the brand. So we named it The House That She Built. We created the logo, the colors, the branding, which ended up helping them secure donations and national publicity, really, around the project. And it was just such an inspiring project. And in order to complete it, they had over 100 women participate, really
Wow.
from markets all over the country. Because when it comes down to it, there aren't enough women in any market to really do a project like this with only local women. So it ended up taking women from all over the country to make this project happen, which really is really a big part of why we need a book like this and why we need to share this story. So as that project was coming to an end, we realized so many people are moved by this. So many people want to participate and hear about this story. We need to keep it going. And that's really where the idea of the children's book came from.
That was a really wonderful project out there in Utah, and I believe it served and will continue to serve as a great inspiration for women in the industry. So, beyond reading this book to their children, do you have any thoughts about how parents can um, offer them a wider variety of ideas for occupations for their kids?
Yeah, I think we have to really reshift the conversations. The days of thinking that college is the only path for
Yeah,
children are really long gone. And, I know for me as a child, I was going to college. I didn't know anything else. And for me to be exposed to so many women who have such successful careers that didn't necessarily need a college degree, and they have found success in a totally unique path that they made for themselves. So as far as I'm concerned, every child is unique and every path is unique, and so many opportunities in housing are great for anyone. So I think really cultivating curiosity and conversation is so important. And really, the truth is, it's not just the kids who are learning, it's the parents who are learning too. So
right.
reading this book, the parents are also having the conversation of all these amazing careers, and the teachers are having these conversations. So it is a book for K to second, but it's also the audience is much broader. And I've had so many adults reach out to me and say, I had no idea all the pieces that go into building a home. And we highlight 18 careers. There are so many more that
Yeah,
go into
sure.
building a home. We wanted to pull out the logical steps that would make sense for a child to understand and get them, looking around and thinking about the space they're in. But for parents, just thinking about your specific child's interests and skills and encouraging them to continue discovering the areas where they feel most confident. So, what I know when I was a kid, if you were really good in one area, you would tend to put your attention in the other areas where you maybe weren't as strong. So, for example, for me, I always excelled with English and with art, and I struggled with math. And what ended up happening was I spent more time on math because it was harder for me. And I ended up going into a career where I really needed that English and the art, which I always excelled in. So it is okay to not be great at everything, and instead to have a handful of interests and skills that really make a child feel self-confident and excited about the activities that they're doing.
That is a fantastic way of looking at it. I couldn't agree more. As young as you are, you've been in this industry for quite some time. What is your background?
So I that's very sweet of you to say that, as young as I am. I have been in the industry for a very long time. I joke that I was born in the housing industry, and I am a second generation business owner. So Group 2 was founded by my dad, and I have been around home building my entire life. And I have realized the longer I've been in the industry that most of the women I come across were brought into the industry by a father or a grandfather. And while I feel like there's nowhere else I would ever be, I mean, this is home to me and this is where I'm comfortable, I also feel a really a desire and a need to, as a woman, to help other women find a path that may not have a father or grandfather in the industry. They should have that same opportunity to see what an amazing industry we have and what great careers there are. So I think, housing really is for everyone. And for me, it's starting those conversations at a young age it's so essential.
I couldn't agree with you more. As someone who's been in this industry for almost 20 years myself, I'm always happy to see more women coming into it. There really haven't been enough. And so I think the home in Utah and books like this are a really good start for that. You mentioned, as you showed the book, the illustrations I saw are really charming and very diverse as well. How did they come about?
Yep. So the illustrator is my dear friend, Georgia Castellano, who is also the creative director at Group 2. So we work very closely together. We do marketing for home building companies around the country, and we really make an amazing team. And this project, we did the branding together for the project in Utah. So it was, both of us were very excited about the idea of continuing the story. And what we wanted to do was, of course, it's inspired by the project in Utah, but we also wanted to take it into a step further and really talk about diversity and inclusion. So I won't show you every page, but I will show you a few. So as we go through the different careers, we have all different women. It highlights different skill sets. And what you'll see is all the women have different abilities, different skin color, different body types. And the idea there is that we want anyone who picks up the book to feel like they see someone in the book that they can identify with. Georgia is a phenomenal artist. Beyond that, she is, a natural activist, and both of us are very mission driven. So all of the proceeds from the book are going to NAHB's workforce development programs.
And that's wonderful.
We are, we're really invested in the industry. Like I said, I was born in this industry. I want to see the industry continue to grow and be a leader when it comes to diversity and inclusion. And the receptiveness of this book, I can't even tell you. I mean, the support has been off the charts. You can see we have our main sponsors, 84 Lumber and Anderson Corporation. Without them, we couldn't have brought this project to life. NEHB Builder Books has been phenomenal to work with. And beyond just raising funds, because of course funds are important, but the message and the awareness this is everyone's story in housing, not just women. It is really all of our story, and sharing the successes of the different careers in construction. And, to see people post pictures on social media and be proud of this book that shows all the careers that go into the finished product of a new home has just been unbelievably amazing.
I'll say. Oh, it's such a wonderful idea, and I understand that the book has been selling pretty well. Where can folks who would like to get copies of it find it?
So I would like to encourage everyone to purchase the book from Builder Books. The reason we want to purchase from Builder Books is because it is the proceeds are going back to NAHB Workforce Development. So everyone in the housing industry definitely order directly from NAHB, because then the most proceeds will go back to the industry. So that is builderbooks.com. I will say I was also very, very happy because this book is not just for our industry, it's for sharing the industry. So to have this book be picked up by Target and Walmart and Barnes and Noble and Amazon, I mean, you really can buy it in so many different places. Of course, I want everyone to buy it through Builder Books so that we can support the industry as much as possible. But I think that what that tells us is that this is a story that is interesting to people. It's a story that people want to share, and it's a great gift. We also have a ton of merchandise that goes with it. So we have an entire baby, a newborn baby collection with all the different careers. So if someone is an architect, they can really focus just on the architect. And there's a bib that has an architect, and there's, I'm wearing right now the electrician. So there's a whole line of merchandise that also the proceeds go towards workforce development. It's all mission based. That website is shebuiltbook.com, spelled out SHEBUILT book, BOOK.com. And I know I have every career. I have all the t-shirts. So you'll just see me wearing all the different women in the book. Every day I'll wear a different character. But Georgia did all the illustrations, and I think everyone who visits will find something that they like and something that represents their career.
That is really great. Well, I hope people go to Builder Books and order it. I know I will do that myself. I have a granddaughter I'd like to send it to, and I hope it goes really great.
Thank you so much, and thank you for always supporting women in the industry. I was saying I met you when I was in my early 20s, and you have always been a support to me in my career. And I think through your conference, Women in Residential Construction, I mean, it's very important for women to see other successful women. And I am so appreciative of you and the opportunity to be here with you today.
I appreciate your coming on today and letting people know about this and doing the book. I mean, I think it's going to be really valuable. So thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.